Hi, in this video, I will show you how you can use Tuesday to find someone's work email and then verify that work email is correct. All right, so there are actually two templates to help with this. Actually three. So there's in the cleaning enrichment section, there's LinkedIn URL to work email, which is an automated flow that handles from a LinkedIn URL. It grabs the relevant details and feed them into find the email workflow. And then after find email workflow, we use a verify email workflow to verify that the email is correct. And separately, we have a find work email and a verify email workflow as well. So let's take a look at the first one, which is the most automated. So from this, how this works is the input is someone's LinkedIn URL, which you just paste it in, and then it will automatically grab the content from the LinkedIn. And so as you can see, the first name and last name of this person are like turned into columns. So basically, you can do this by just like hover around the field and say add first name as new column, right? So this is already done for you, as well as the company's domain here, right? Our company website. So because the reason these fields exist is because for the find work email field, they actually need that as input, right? Need those fields as input. So as you can see, the first name is a link to the first name column, last name, and the company website or domain. So you can use either website or domain, but then because the LinkedIn data gives you all the kind of information, we automatically connected that for you. So how this will work is it's powered by the top 5 personal contact info providers on the market. So what we do is we actually call each one of them separately until we find a validated email for you. And so those tools claim that they have the email and it's already verified with some percentage guarantee, but then we aggregate the result to give you the best one possible. And then as if that's not enough, we also connected our own verify email toolkit, which connects to the email column that will verify if the email is valid or not. And so this whole workflow, it's very simple. It's already done for you. You just basically need to paste in someone's LinkedIn URL, and it will run the whole workflow for you in a couple of seconds. So that's a complete workflow. But then, like a simplified version of it is that you can find work email and verify email separately. And the way to do it, if you use this template, find work email, and you would just need to like provide the field either through import CSV or enter manually, someone's first name, last name, and the company website or domain. So you can either enter HTTP at www.someone's someone's website, or you can just use their domain, such as like Tuesday.so, apple.com. That will also work, right? And then those 3 fields are the input to this find work email field, and it runs the whole workflow until it returns a valid email address. And then you can also link it to a verify email to verify the email address is correct, right? Thirdly, if you already got someone's email and you want to use verify email to see if the email is valid or not, you can just like have one input field, which is the email, and then it will link to the verify email, and it will verify the email for you. Only send out if it says valid. Yeah, so that's pretty much it. And lastly, what if you want to build this into your own workflow? You can actually do this from scratch, right? So by default, we have the data provider to give you the email with less coverage. If you don't need that, just delete, and we'll build it from scratch together, right? So basically, let's see, if we want to use find work email here, we're gonna need, let's take a look. We need first name, last name, and company website fields, right? Where you can get it is from the LinkedIn data. So first name, I'm gonna hover first name, 2 column, last name, 2 column, right? And then from the company field, there's a company website or domain. You can use either one. So this time I'm going to choose to use the company website. I'm going to say add website as a new column. All right, so I have all 3 columns. So now I go to this new field here. I'm going to drag it here for easy management. But then for this, I'm going to use find work email. And then let's select the first name column, the last name column, and the company website column. All right, and then let's save the results. So it runs like that, right? Let's do this one step further. Let's say, what if I want to run this email through a verifier, right? So I'm going to click that to add a new column, and then I'm going to select verify email, and then I will notice it's automatically linked to the email column, right? So that seems correct. It will verify that this email containing that column is valid or not. And so let's hit save. So verify email is valid. So let's reorganize it by dragging this column to before the email message. What we can do further here is if we don't have a valid email, then we don't want to run this AI generation workflow, because it's impossible to get 100% coverage. So not everyone will have a valid email that we can find. So what we can do here is go to this email message field, and then in run settings, if you extend this, there's actually run conditions that we can conditionally run this only if the email address is valid. All right, so you're just gonna click on edit conditions, and you add condition, run if verify email is valid, and save it. So that's all you need to know. Yeah, and then the rest of the workflow will run smoothly like that. And then, by the way, let's say if you now see this is too many fields, I don't want to look at all these fields, you can actually hide some of the fields. So you can hide columns. Let's say you don't want to look at their first name, last name. You don't want to look at their website. Yeah, okay, so you can hide those. So now what's remaining are the important messages. Or maybe let's say you don't even need to look at their LinkedIn data. You can hide that as well. So now you have their the input field, which is required, and then it automatically generates someone's email if it's found. And if it's found, it will also verify that email. And then if the email is valid, it will generate the message and the subject automatically. So that's the full tutorial for how you can use Tuesday to automatically find someone's work email address by calling different providers at the same time and giving you the best coverage possible for your data, and then simultaneously verify that email is correct and valid, and then only write AI message to send out if that message, if that email has been validated. That's all. Let me know if you have any questions. Cheers.